Hello, hello, hello. It is your boys, the DM podcast, once again giving you that flavor in your ear. Today's pod, we're really just, it may not be a long one because there's not much happening right now in the NBA, but it's just a lot of rumors. This is just rumor central because we're waiting about 2 weeks to a month where a bunch of trades will happen. Will Sacramento trade the pieces? Will Zion get traded? Will the Raptors do something? But of course, we got the big trade, which we're going to talk about. Before we continue, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. How is my boy YS doing today?
You already know every day above.
As long as we're above ground, we are good. We talked about last week. We can get straight to it. We talked about it last week. We're like, what are the chances? What are the chances? I even went back to listen to that to like, yo, what did we say the chances were? And we said Trae Young, the chances were, you said 90%. And then I think I agreed with you. I'm like, yeah, 90%. Yeah, the rumors are that, oh, they like him. They're not going to trade him. Da, 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 da. 2 days later, the man got traded.
Yeah.
2 days later, after we did the pod, Trae Young got traded. He got traded for CJ McCollum and Corey Kispert. No draft compensation, nothing like that.
Nothing like that.
It looks like Trae Young is going to most likely sign an extension with Washington. He'll probably, he has 1 year left. He's not going to sign the 1 year, and he'll just sign the extension. I think Washington really likes the thought of keeping Trae. Could get a top 6 draft pick in this. A lot of people are saying loaded draft, and help start the new era of Washington. Atlanta, they did it because you could just tell at one point they just don't fuck with Trae Young anymore. Um, and the thing is, the team has now won a bunch of games without him, and they're like almost 500 without him, and their record without him is better than it is with him this
Yeah,
season.
yeah, yeah.
So, so this season, you kind of have an argument, but what were your thoughts on the trade and everything?
Well, I feel like, Atlanta, I feel like they fumbled in a
Mhm.
sense, right? Because you guys didn't get no draft picks, right? You guys are really relying on Jalen Johnson right now. You know what I mean? Dyson Daniels on the other, Okongu and whoever else, Nikhil and you know what I mean? Like you got CJ McCollum. Essentially, you really still right now have no real point guard. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? CJ's a two combo guard. You know what I mean? He was playing off Lillard for about a decade, right? Kispert, he's not a guard, he's not a point guard, right? Nikhil, you guys want him to be a point guard. Able to play make. He's getting better, definitely. Zachary Ricochet, his growth has been not what y'all expected, but he's still coming along, right?
Right.
So I don't know about this Hawks team. I don't know if they got the right value for Trae Young. I feel like how Hawks were devaluing Trae Young based on this whole situation, like how they were the trade talks and how the media will come out and say, you know what, they're better without Trae. I don't remember any Hawks columnists, writers saying, you know what, that's bunk. Like Trae led us here, da da da, so and so. It's just like y'all completely forgot about what happened. Not so recent, not so long ago, right? So it's just Trae Young, 25 and 10. I believe that's his career average,
If that's
right?
forever, that'd be crazy if he's 25 and
I
10.
believe I believe that's his career average. I believe. Or he averaged 25 and 10, I think, in 3 seasons. Not a lot of point guards have done that.
Right.
Not even close. The list is less than five that have done that, right? Stockton is my top two PGs all time. Stockton never had a 25 and 10, right? Average ever. So it's like, yes, he's a volume shooter. Yes, the defense liability, but I feel like if you put the right piece around him, but Atlanta, when did Atlanta win a championship? I believe they were the St. Louis Hawks when they won a championship in 58, if I'm correct.
Something
That's
like
the
that,
last
probably.
time.
You're correct about the 25 and 10. Wow, I did not know that his career average right now is 25 and 10. That's wow, right? Wow.
So they won the last championship y'all won was in 58, right? So it's you guys are organization known for not you guys fumbled Dominique Wilkins, right?
Hmm.
You guys trade him to, I believe, the Clippers after like a MVP caliber season, Dominic Wilkins. You didn't really get anything back for him. You know what I mean? And at that time, Dominic was still dropping after you guys traded him 23, 25 a game.
Yeah.
Atlanta has historically known for fumbling good players, not building the right squad. You'll get a buzz here and there, but overall, Atlanta, they had some with Joe Johnson, Jeff Teague, and Corver, Damari Carroll, that fizzled out. Al Horford, that fizzled out, right?
Yeah.
Now it's this new era, it's gonna fizzle out, right? Jalen Johnson is a great player. Is
Yeah.
he a number one guy to get you a series win in the playoffs? Right now, I don't believe so.
I don't think he even projects to be one. I don't think Jalen Johnson is the type of player. He's a good player, but
He
he's
is.
not the player that you're thinking. As you're speaking, it really reminded me of the whole Scotty Barnes situation. We
Mm,
have our
mm,
established person that I get it. There could be a limit to what you can get to. So you got to make significant moves to get that person. But you're almost banking on that Pelicans pick to be a top three pick. You almost are praying that it is, so you can get a person who can complement Jalen Johnson. But ultimately, who complements Jalen Johnson? Boozer doesn't complement Jalen Johnson, so you
no.
can't get him. So DeBonsta has to be the one. It has to be DeBonsta
Yeah.
or Peterson. So if you get Peterson, that's a point guard of the future for
I
yourself.
feel
So
like, yeah, they need Peterson. AJ,
that's what you're
it's,
banking on.
yeah, you're banking on Peterson. I don't know the draft right now too well on who's coming out, especially point guard wise, but there's a guy in Tennessee I like, a little off topic, named Nate Ahmet,
He's good. He should be
6'10",
top 10, top 15 for sure.
6'10" long. I believe Tennessee, shout out to the Volunteers. I think they won an overtime today against Texas A&M, but yeah, you know what I mean? So, but for guards, I know it's Peterson, right? That's on the board high. I
Yeah,
think he's like top three, right?
yeah. He probably
So
go number one. Honestly, I think whoever gets, it all depends on who gets. If Indiana gets number one, then I think they'll pick
yeah,
AJ.
you can pick Peterson number one. Like,
Yeah. But if
and
you're the Atlanta, you may pick Peterson because
100, 100,
right. So it's one of those
100.
like I don't think Boozer is gonna go number one, and it's depending on AJ or thing. Boozer could, but once again, it all depends on team. Like
Team needs, yeah.
yeah, the team need of what if they need a power forward or something like that. Like Sacramento should go for whoever is available, whoever they can get. They should get. They should even
Yeah. Get the best player available, Sacramento,
right.
100%.
So like, but yeah, like it just reminds me so much of the Scotty one because the way you're trying to take away like your top players, or you lost OG, you lost Fred, then you traded Pascal. Same way you're trading, Trae Young. I didn't even know 25 and 10, not bad. He's major team irrelevant. Now I get it. He has limitations, but that's where to me like organizations, if you feel like you have a talented guy, then try to build around them better
Mhm.
than what you did.
Yes.
In my mind, the coach wants to play a certain style. He feels the team can play better with that style. I think all top players can play within a style if you just tell them to play within a style.
Yeah, I
I
believe
think,
so too.
you know what I'm
100.
saying? I think Trae Young would play the style that you want him to play in Atlanta. He'll pass the man out just 10 assists anyway. So I think he's okay with giving the ball away and doing whatever, letting
He
Jalen
can play
Johnson,
make. Yeah, he can
you know what I'm
definitely play
saying?
make. Yeah.
Let him be more like it's not like Steph Curry ever averaged eight assists a game. Like
No.
the Steph,
It's just he's undersized, right?
that's
The
the thing.
shooting.
The
And the
defense.
reason why the shooting percentage isn't the greatest is because he was holding down Atlanta before Jalen Johnson. Jalen Johnson started the last, I'm gonna say 2 years becoming his own.
Hmm.
And he had to really hold down the in late game shot attempts, the late in the shot clock shot attempts, end the game, all of these, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
While averaging 10 assists.
Yeah. No, I think yeah, and it goes back to that thing that we've always said, like, these teams, that's why these players should do whatever they want. Because the way these teams will act like you never existed,
Yeah,
like straight up
yeah.
acting like Trae Young didn't exist. I don't even want to say it was like disrespectful, but like just acting like the man doesn't exist is crazy
It's
to me.
crazy. After you got them to the conference finals, the last time they went there, I think was that big five they had with Joe Johnson and them. And before that, you weren't sniffing anything, Atlanta. You guys
Yeah.
weren't doing anything.
Yeah, like the most Steph Curry has ever averaged. One year he averaged 8.5 assists a game, which is crazy. 2013. That's probably the year before they were like that was his first
Yeah,
year
that
good.
was before he had his coming out party, 2013. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so like but normally he averages around, under six. His average is 6.3. So it's not like he's averaging a ton. So I think top players can play away from the ball. I think it's possible.
Um,
I think, they could have tried to make it work. I know in their game against LA, Ricochet, Porzingis, and Luke Kennard are hurt, and everyone's thinking, "Oh, they're not hurt. We're about to trade you guys, so I need you guys to sit down because
yeah,
we're about
yeah.
to make a trade, and we need this, to happen."
I'm surprised Zachary didn't get that, but I guess it's his only second year. They want to give him more time.
What do you like? What's your thought process of Washington? We know the Atlanta side, they're gonna go Jalen Johnson and hopefully get that Pelicans pick. But what do you see with Washington?
Washington, Washington's tough, because their organization is for the latter part has been a black hole.
They haven't won 50 games. I think have they ever won 50 games? I think Washington's has either never won 50 games or they haven't won 50 games in 50 years.
That's the stat.
Best season. It has to be probably when they were the Bullets. Yeah, 1974, 75. They
Oh, that's
won.
Wes Unseld days. That was when I
Yeah,
think that was Wes Unseld.
they were
Wow.
60 and 22. I want to see if they had any other records.
So we got two historically bad franchises, Atlanta Hawks and the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna look
And
at
the Wizards have been in Washington since what? I want to say 2000. It's been
yeah.
2099, and they really haven't done anything. They haven't. Have they made a conference finals or only second round?
Ever since those times, no, not at all. I don't recall. I
Since Jordan was on the squad,
Yeah, never.
the
Yeah,
Kwame Brown and
so
McGrivitt Arenas.
since
Damn.
since 19, I just saw it. Since 1974, it looks like. Yeah, the 16, no, no, sorry. 1978, they won 54. Ever since then, they have not, honestly, they haven't won more than 46 games.
That's almost 50 years.
That's crazy. Oh, no, what? They did have a 49 win, but they under 50. Like they haven't won 50 games in 50 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is still. That franchise needs some work. Let's keep it a buck. Washington, they get good pieces. I felt like they had a window. That window closed. I felt like they had good pieces.
Yeah,
The pieces were overrated, we're gonna say. A lot of overrated. Like John Wall was a good talent, but a little overrated. Bradley Beal, good talent, a little overrated. Dwight Howard was good at the time, but Orlando was his best years.
yeah,
Let's just keep it a buck, right? Gortat was on the team, Nene, I believe, for a little bit. They had guys coming in and out of Washington, but it just never could make anything stick.
yeah,
Coaches, they had some coaches come through. They don't really have a culture or identity. They never
yeah,
did, really,
yeah.
right? So I
It's
feel like there's no pressure for Trae Young.
yeah.
That's all I can really say.
No, none. There's no pressure. I think because they let their GM be their GM for too long, and that happens. Like their owner kind of just let things happen for too long. Because they get excited when they have one good season. They think it's gonna last multiple
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
It's not
yeah,
always the
yeah.
case. You need to change a little bit. So I do think this Trey Young thing is good. They're gonna be a bottom team. So being a bottom team, Alex Sarr has actually had a pretty good season this
He
year.
is, he
His
is,
stats
he is.
have been good. But me, you talked about it. Is it just, the team isn't that good, so a guy is gonna have to step up. The guy I think we both wanted to step up, but I don't feel like we've seen any significant difference is Cam Whitmore.
Oh man, like
I
it's
think we
it's tough.
wanted more out of him, but and to me, it's like I feel, it's practice. We don't watch the practices, right? The coaches do. But the coaches to me are watching practice and going like, I don't want this guy on the squad. I'd rather this guy not be on the squad.
Because Cam should be a guy. He's a big body. He's versatile. He should be getting. You know what I mean? He should
Right.
be.
Because it's not a team that anyone should be like, oh, we have to play these five guys over these. No, no, no. Everyone should get minutes and then see who works out,
Yeah, yeah.
right? Koulibaly, I know they're in and out with the guy. Sometimes they like him, sometimes they don't like him.
I
Uh,
don't get that with Koulibaly because he can play. He can play.
he could be a good defender. He can be a yeah really good wing. Like I said, Alex Sarr, he is like a good second or third option type of
Hmm.
player.
What about the rookie Trae?
That guy has a flamethrower.
He has a clip on him. He shoot the orange off the ball, man. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
He'll probably be in the it will be good if he's in the 3-point contest. I think it's good when these some of these young guys also are there, then everyone can be like, oh
Yeah,
wow, who is this guy?
yeah, yeah.
So I think he'll be someone
He's got a bright future ahead of him in the NBA. Trey,
right.
right?
Right.
Trey, you got
Trey,
two Treys. Trey,
Alex.
oh man, two Treys on the team. Washington got a little something going on. TT. They can go TT to TT or whatever. You know what I mean? Alex Sarr, a lob threat, a little. I could see that combo happening. A little lob threat, a little pick and roll with Trey. Young, that is Ty, I should say.
Yeah, I'm trying to
So
see who else is.
I see where there can be upside with the Wizards, but I'm looking at okay, what defenders?
Yeah.
What defenders? Is Alexander Sarr a defender? I mean, he's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. He's not bad. He has potential to be like he does have potential to be an all NBA type defender. Cause and he's not bad now, right? They also have
He's
Keyshawn George who's had a pretty good season so far.
okay. You can defend.
Um, you know what? Like this team with Trey, and if they can get, a top five pick, it could be Trey and the young guys, and he can really establish
Yeah,
their play. Because I do think like Trey can win you some games, and these young guys are
100%.
going to try a little bit harder because they're like, okay, we have Trey Young here. We're not looking to tank again. Like I don't think they're looking to
Yeah,
tank next season. I think they're
no,
actually going to try. And I was actually listening to a podcast, and they said this one thing, and I kind of see the NBA doing this in the NFL. What they kind of like is that like there's a lot of teams that are same record, mid around the same record.
they
I,
do.
I
Yeah,
think leagues like this, and then I didn't even know this until someone told me today. Actually, in the NHL, in the Eastern Conference, there is only like one team with a below 500 record. Everyone is pretty much above, and this is Eastern, and in the NHL, it's the same as the NBA. The Eastern
really.
Conference is the worst conference, normally
Yeah,
speaking.
yeah,
Like, the
yeah,
Western Conference is normally the better conference, but everyone has like is pretty like bunched up, right? So go on a winning streak, you're up, da da da. And I'm noticing a lot of leagues are doing that because I think everyone's attention span is so bad nowadays. So having a more evened out, you know, teams, it makes it better a better watch. Like, if we're watching Charlotte
more
versus
competitive. Yeah,
right, if we're watching Charlotte versus OKC, we're not thinking OKC is gonna win all the time, right? We're not gonna. Everyone's more. You never know who's gonna win. I think that's all I'm really saying, which it makes
Speaking of OKC, even they beat their nemesis, the Spurs, today, I believe. Right.
congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Because if you lost to them again, you be put on notice.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Because I have like a Denver take in my brain that I'm ready to just unleash. Because they've been playing really fucking well in Denver.
They have been. I don't know if they won today. It was kind of close
They
today
won
what I
today.
was seeing the
Yeah,
score.
they won.
No Joker.
Yeah, and they
Are
haven't
they
scored.
gonna are they gonna start saying we don't need Joker?
Oh
Is
no,
that what they're gonna start saying?
that'd be
Come
crazy.
on. That's
But
blasphemy.
what they're gonna say is that, oh my gosh, once you bring in Joker, who can beat them? Who can beat them? That's
So
what
they
they're
went
basically gonna say.
yeah, of course, of course.
So yeah, I just something but yeah, I think overall the Trae Young trade to cap it is good trade. You couldn't get any draft picks, which really sucks. Um,
Trash.
but you couldn't get draft picks because you made it well known that you didn't want this guy.
Worst decision.
Right. You have to pretend you want him and then trade him randomly. but you made it well known, and like, which is gonna lead to our next person, which is John Morant. If you're making everyone know that you don't want this player, trust me, I'm not giving you anything.
Yeah,
Me and you've talked on the side a lot, and we'll get to Anthony Davis. If you think I'm giving up a first round pick for a guy who I don't know if he can stay on the court, done. Done. That stuff's not happening, right? Trey Murphy the third, I may give you two picks. I ain't gonna lie. 6'10, 40% three-point shooter.
he's 6'10", huh?
Yeah.
He's very
Six
tall.
nine, 6'10, I think.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's bouncy.
I,
He's bouncy too. He's bouncy.
I may give you two draft picks, right? I ain't gonna lie. I may give you two draft picks. I think certain guys, I think it's like the league is turned into like the star players are not getting traded for anything, but those role players are getting traded for everything, right? Because
Because the
their
rules
contracts
they
are
play.
lower and
Yeah,
but you need them more. The big contracts are like, man, I'm only trading a big contract for a big contract now. I'm not
yeah, yeah,
gonna do
yeah.
too much. But yeah, now the John Morant, the rumors are swirling. The Grizzlies would like to trade him. They don't want to carry any cap. Um, but there's a lot of talk saying if the Grizzlies are going to trade John Morant, just know that Triple J is around the corner to get traded.
Really?
And if
I
you
didn't
trade
expect to hear that.
right, and then that's like some of the things that are going around in the NBA. But if because I won't lie, 'cause if you're telling me trading Trey Young, I mean John Morant, I don't want John Morant, but if you tell me Triple J is available, I'm
Yeah,
holding my cards. I ain't gonna hold you.
yeah,
I'm holding
yeah,
my cards.
yeah.
Like, I'd be like, who do you need? Like, I'll trade you a ton of players for Triple J, right? Obviously a defender. He can't get no rebounds, so sorry about that.
That hurts. That hurts. Like
Yeah,
that hurts.
like sorry about that, but he's a hell of a good player. Hell of a good player. Is there a team? I think you have a team out there that you would like to see John Morant go to. What team would that be?
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, you've been very big on him going to Minnesota. Very big.
They need a guard. My only issue is that if he goes to Minnesota, how's the space going to be? Because Gobert's already in the paint,
Yeah,
right? So I'm worried about the spacing if we go to Minnesota, but I know Minnesota needs a point guard right now, right? Atlanta needs a point guard as well right now, right?
think about
I'm
it. Yeah.
just saying, right? Brooklyn, say go to Brooklyn, right? Fresh
Never
start.
thought
Brooklyn, you
about
have
that.
Porter Jr.,
Never
right?
thought about that.
You got the space from the Claxton, but still you got Porter really. You got some shooters over there too. So Brooklyn, but I really would want to see Minnesota, like him stay in the West since he's fine in the West, right?
Hmm.
And
Legit, ever since he said that quote, man, it's hasn't been good.
I feel like he knows he's not going to be the number one guy. I feel like he can't be saying or doing stupid stuff. Cause Ant Man would be like, come on, dog. Like for real. Like, Ant Man would like dumb it down for him, right?
Yeah,
He knows he's the number two guy, right? There's you gotta give up someone. You're gonna probably give up Randall, contracts match, I'm assuming.
they do.
Or
I'm looking as you speak. I'm looking to see. It's okay. Yeah. Now you would say Randall.
I'm because I know Randall's on that 100 million, because you're not giving up Gobert for Ja, and you're not giving up Ant for Ja, right? Nas Reed, I want to keep Nas Reed and Daniels. I do want to keep those guys, right? Defensive purposes, right? So, or you trade Dante, you trade Randall.
That's the trade I literally have in front of me. I have Dante, Julius Randle. I did a first round protected pick, but mind you, I wouldn't want that. But it failed on me. It says I need to add another player
Yeah,
on. I think I need to add
then
another player in
you
Minnesota.
have if you have that, then you could have Ja starting one, right?
Hmm.
The backup is Rob Dillingham, because I don't know what the hell they're not playing this guy. They're not playing. They're not playing Rob. And then Conley's there to mentor Rob Dillingham and John Moran.
Yeah.
That's what they need.
For some reason, it's
Because who's
saying
the vet really, like you said, on Minnesota? Not on Minnesota, on Memphis. Who's their real vet? to say, Ja, come on, young fella.
If
There
you
was no
get
real vet,
Conley, then that's the person. In Minnesota, you have Conley. In Memphis, you have nobody.
right? So I feel like, Conor been in the leagues, like I believe 18, 19 years. No, it's been playing for Memphis where you play, been in the grindhouse with guys. If you were playing with Zebo and Gasol, this wouldn't fly,
Yeah.
right? So and Tony Allen, this wouldn't fly. Let's keep it a buck. So I feel he needs to go to a team that needs a guard that has a couple vets. Bottom line, Ja.
So a team that can kind of like honestly control his emotions a little bit.
And
Um,
he's the number two guy. He's the number two guy. That's another thing. He has to be number two guy.
yeah, no, I agree. He can't be the number one. I kind of like the Brooklyn one. I never thought of the Brooklyn one. I kind of like the Brooklyn one.
Because they need some cooking over there. Because Brooklyn is not a small market either, right?
It's not at all.
So,
Not at all. They kind
and
of
you
act
got
like it, but they're not.
I don't know why they act like it. You got Porter over there, like you got some things that can be cooking up over there, right? You got Claxton over there, right? You add a Ja, right? But it's like, who are you trading for Ja? Whose contract's that big in Brooklyn?
Would you trade Ja? Oh, the new rumor is Miami Heat. I think it will be a Tyler Hero.
Oh, I don't know if I like that. I don't know if I like that. Like you have who was over there at guard? Davion Mitchell. Who else? Who's the backup over there?
It depends
Or
because technically Davion Mitchell's the kind of the backup. It depends on how you start the team. Because if you put Ware, then Davion may come off the bench. And if you take Ware and make Ware come off then it's because their backup technically is the Illinois point guard, the rookie, but that's more future, right?
which
And
one's
I
the
think,
Illinois point guard? KJ.
yeah.
Okay, so KJ, you got Davion. So Tyler runs the one if it's a regular lineup.
Yeah. Tyler runs a run. Like today's game, it was Tyler, Davion, Norm, Wiggins, and Bam. Which I think that's
That's
what they're gonna
that's.
always. It's small though. It's small and not the greatest defensive team. But
I
I don't
was
think
gonna
they're trying to
say
play defense. I think they're not trying to play defense the way they used to. But if you have your point guard, who's a great defender, and Davion can guard,
he can guard. He can
right, and
guard.
then Bam can guard, so and Wiggins
Yeah,
can
yeah.
almost okay defensively. You're actually not that
Yeah.
bad,
You're okay, yeah, as long as Tyler cannot be a cone, for example. Ja's not a cone on defense, for
right,
example, I would say.
right, right. So then if you switch Jaw and Tyler goes to the Grizzlies. I actually love Tyler Hero on the Grizzlies. I think he can
It's
become.
not bad. Yeah, because he can actually shoot. Grizzlies need that at the one.
I almost
He's
think
not.
not when I say I'm gonna use the word superstar. I don't mean he's not gonna become Jalen Brunson type superstar, but I think he
Mhm.
could become better than he is currently if he were to go there for sure.
You know what? I feel like, in a sense, Tyler Hero kind of reached his ceiling, in a
Right?
sense, but I would like to see that, to see him exceed his limits. I can't lie.
Yeah. I
That'd be
think
nice.
Miami's, but then I also think with Ja, you said it, and I agree. Ja shooting 20% shooting the three. Okay, this season. He hasn't improved as a player overall. We're still thinking of what Ja has shown us
Hmm.
and what we think that can be. And we're thinking of Heat culture is going to help Ja.
It
But that's
should.
a lot of ifs,
It should. I mean, it should. Like every NBA player that talks about heat culture, they go in. It's like, okay, okay, blood work, boom, boom, physical, boom, boom. Okay, how much she weigh? What's your body fat? Boom, boom. Okay, got to get down to this. Boom, boom, boom. So it's like they're militant. John needs that structure because clearly Grizzlies organization doesn't have that structure. Like Grizzlies,
yeah,
they haven't won a ring, right?
they have not.
They moved there to Memphis from Vancouver. The Vancouver 5 years didn't do ish in Memphis. They haven't made the finals
Yeah,
in at all, right? And they've been there since I believe 2000, 2001, 25 years. No finals appearance, no. I believe they made conference, but no finals,
yeah, no,
right? So they need to, you know what I mean? They need to make some changes, right? Because the culture there is. not really a winning culture, just some good seasons, and that's really about it.
Yeah. So I don't know. What do you like if you like it? Do you like an Emmanuel quickly for Jaw if we take it to our Toronto Raptors?
Here's the thing, I'm not against that. Like I'm not against that. Like and quickly, shout out to quickly, he's doing his thing, but
If you
I'm
ask
not
Raptor fans, they fucking hate Emmanuel quickly right now. Hate that guy.
well,
But I
I
knew they
don't
were
know.
gonna. I knew they were gonna blame. They have to blame someone. RJ has had a good season. Ingram's been good. Barnes has been good. There has to be a scapegoat. Yak is injured, so and nobody likes Yak right now. Which he's injured. So what
That's
do you want me
crazy.
to do?
That's crazy. That's
He's
crazy. That's a
he's
different
hurt.
topic.
Like he's hurt. Like what do you want me to do?
That's crazy. The man is literally having back pain, back spasms. You literally can't do anything without your back.
Right. He's a center.
It's crazy to me. And his
Right now,
IQ is
you hate their
he has
contract.
such
Like I get it. Raptor fans hate their contracts. I don't like their contracts either, but it is what it is. But
I
quickly
don't
does
hate
get you big
quickly.
time.
I don't love quickly, but I don't hate quickly. Like
Yeah.
I look at quickly like, okay, do I hate him? No. Do I love him? No. Who would be the first one out on trade block? Is quickly. That's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Right, right. All that but it's not that quickly's bad. His
Yeah,
contract
it's
is
not
big
that.
enough
Yeah,
for it to be traded.
yeah.
His contract's big enough for it to be traded, and it's just like, end of the day, you're winning games. And like he's not even playing that great. But do I think Quickly is an X factor? Yes. If Quickly was hitting his, mind you, shooting 35%, but like if he was giving you more 38, 39% shooting the
Yeah,
three,
yeah,
making less mistakes, becoming more of a point guard, I
yeah.
think the team would only be better. Like if he focused more on getting Ingram, Scotty, and RJ
Hmm.
the ball and everyone else the ball, I think the sky's the limit for this team and he can show up more in the clutch. But so I'm almost against the John Morant one. I'd rather Emmanuel quickly 10 times out of 10 over John Morant.
The thing, and I see why you say that because like 20% from the three to 35% is a big difference, but 35 is it's 35,
Right.
right?
We like John Morant because he can attack the rim and he has the respect of the league that you'd be like, well, I can't just leave John Morant alone. But do I
Yeah,
think John Morant is going to work in this system with a Scotty Barnes and Brandon Ingram? No, I don't think so.
because you feel like he's the number one guy. That's
Right.
why. Because Ingram is not like, let's say, Ant-Man, superstar, or Joker, or whatever, right? So he's gonna feel like it's just Ingram. Like I'm over
100%.
here too. I'm over here too. Like how you mean? So I just like the fact because it'd be bringing some excitement, some a
It
dynamic
would.
point
It
guard to
would.
Toronto,
Uh,
right? So
1,000%. Because like everyone's trying to trade Emmanuel quickly, so they brought up
mhm.
Trey Young, they brought up John Moran. I would almost be more okay with a LaMelo Ball trade than I would be for a John Moran trade, for sure.
LaMelo Ball for quickly.
Yeah, I way rather that than
I would do that 100 times out of 100 times. Let's stop it.
I way rather that
Crazy.
than John Moran. John Moran to me, and then also the I know the outside stuff has like definitely dumbed down, and he shouldn't be persecuted as much
I'm
as
not
he's
even thinking about
for.
outside stuff with with these trades at all, to be honest.
Right. And I think Josh's still getting persecuted a little bit for it. But I also think he needs to chill out sometimes.
I
So
know.
it's weird. But yeah, I really do think like I think John Morant will probably be traded. I just don't know to who. I think the Miami Heat one will get because him for Tyler Hero, that's a win-win for both teams, in my opinion.
I feel like that would work for both teams because you still got the spacing because Bam can hit the three and
Yep.
Wiggins and yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I think yeah, because you can go straight up for the two, maybe add a somebody. You don't have to put a pick in, and I truly think Tyler Hero on the Grizzlies. I think that guy can become like even better than what he is. Like I think he can get to another level because he'll be more free. The team, I think he'll also feel more confident. Like no one believes that he's the captain of Miami. We all
I
put
know.
we all put
100,
Bam there, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think that's something there. But let's move on to Anthony Davis. Those rumors go back and forth like a yo-yo. That Shams first said the man's gonna be out like no, he'll be out like a few months, may not even play into the postseason. Then You know, 'cause I think he signed the clutch, and so is Shams. So he probably messaged, he's tweeted out, and he tweeted out first. He's like, "Don't believe the rumors," and he knows Shams. He probably told Shams that's not true. Boom, not true. That's what Shams says. It will only be probably 6 to 8 weeks. Then he gets reevaluated. Blah blah blah, because he hurt his finger. Yo, Anthony Davis is getting hurt a lot. That's all I'm saying, man. Getting hurt,
The usual Anthony Davis, the usual.
right? So like, but they're saying that Atlanta Hawks really want him. I don't get that. I don't know. Maybe in my mind, like you let Trae go so you can get Anthony Davis.
That makes no sense, and that doesn't make sense. Like, what's your plan, Atlanta? Like,
What's
what
the
is
plan? Like I don't get it. Anthony Davis is gonna help what? Are you gonna extend Anthony Davis because you feel like that's gonna help Jalen Johnson? Yo, Anthony Davis doesn't stay healthy.
Anthony Davis don't say that, and you guys don't have a point guard.
I think they like Akil. I know you're saying they don't have a point guard. I think they do.
I hear you, and I hear you, but you traded a super all-star point guard that averages 10 assists a game. You
At
traded.
one point was considered a superstar. I do agree with you.
If you guys want to go Nikhil, go Nikhil. But if you guys are trying to win now, that's not the answer. If you guys are trying, because clearly, if you're thinking about AD, you're trying to do something now because AD's window is about as big as this right now
Legit,
to
legit.
win, right? With the injuries and all that, like his window's small. Just keep it a buck.
Very small, very small. And
So
just kind of like,
you're moving Kristaps Porzingis too, I guess, because you're not gonna have AD, Kristaps, and then or you keeping him.
so since they won the title in I think it was, you can go, it's 2020 2021. I think that's, oh no, maybe it's because they won it his first season in LA or second
The
season.
bubble, I think it was the bubble title, right?
Right. So like let's say since you
2020, 21. Yeah, yeah.
so 62 games, then 36 games, then 40 games, then 56 games. And then, you know what, in 2023, 2024, he did play 76 games. That's pretty,
Wow.
that's good. I'm quite shocked. That's the most he's ever played. Then he's played 42, then 42, and then plus Dallas that year because he got traded. So 51. And he's only played 20 out of like, I think they're now at 40 games in the season.
40, yeah. AD's missing out of the last, I want to say 6 seasons you call. He played the 62 one and the 77 game one. The rest he missed half a season.
Legit, he misses half a season. So you're extending half a season for a guy that you just are like, but that other half is so good. Like this is where if
Yeah,
I'm a
that
GM,
helps too.
I'm never gonna make these type of decisions. I'm never gonna be like, let's make some brass decision about an injured player. Like I'm never gonna do it ever. Like it's just I'm not taking the risk on some of these guys, especially if they want draft picks. No, no, no,
The
no.
thing, it's not fair to the, I'm gonna take it deep. It's not fair to the organization, it's not fair to the fans.
100%.
It's not fair to the fans that are paying the big bread to come to see a product on the floor that is not going to be there half the time.
And you're gonna pay him like full-time all-star, all NBA type money. Because I get it. When he's playing, he is like top tier. He
We
really is.
get it, Johan, we get it, but it's like we need that all the time. It's like Kawhi, if Kawhi Leonard was playing major like 8 straight seasons, he played 70 games. He's worth $200 million.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
But
100.
because he's it's not like that, it's not like that.
Yeah.
AD, like when you were in New Orleans, you were like you were MVP candidate all the time.
Yeah. 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 AD gets listed in so much top like tens, all NBA, all this like so much, all like his throughout his whole career. And some days I think like he's one of the more I use the word overrated, but over like positioned guys, because the stats are great, but to me they're just stats at one point. You know,
Yeah,
I would like to see him play more. I think what it comes down to,
definitely.
uh,
But unfortunately, with the age, him
and
getting older,
he's not getting younger, right? So once again, he wants like a 3 year probably extension. Brother, that's not happening. I know I wouldn't do it. If I'm an organization, I wouldn't do it.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Right? Maybe Sacramento will be stupid enough. Because they're dumb, right? So they'll be stupid enough to like
Teams
bring
got to
on.
lowball him. Teams got to like, in a sense, lowball his figure because he's got to. They got to lowball him.
Yeah, once again, he's not worth another draft pick. Tell me I can get Trey Murphy the third or Herb Jones. Oh, I'm
Oh,
trading. I'm trading some people. I'm trading
that's
some
true.
draft picks because I think what those guys can bring me for right now to win is a lot more than what other teams can win, right? Like, yeah, if I'm certain teams like, you know, or if I'm like Detroit, as long as I don't lose Jalen Duren, but do I really want to lose anyone? I don't want to lose Duren. I like Isaiah Stewart, one of the better big man defenders in this league, and
This
Isaiah
is the
Stewart.
bang. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He may make an All NBA defensive team. Like who
Mhm.
like you know what I'm saying? Like and Detroit's winning games and like you want to bring Anthony Davis it's for what? Like for what? Like to like the chemistry's so good and they like Tobias Harris so much as the veteran leader. Like he may come back
True.
next year
It's true.
on some like $2 million deal because they fuck with him so heavy, right? Like he's gonna be the GM of that fucking team maybe eventually. So
Yo,
I just I don't see it. But yeah, that was we don't want to do too much of the pod. We have so much more to chat about on our next pod. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
man, Isaiah Stewart did have a career high not too long ago. I think 31 points. Since you brought up
Detroit,
Isaiah Stewart.
Detroit's a good team. I do think they need like if CJ McCollum gets bought out, if they just even had got a CJ McCollum to come on the team to like a kind of a guaranteed 15 to 20 point bucket getter, they're good. They're good. They'll be with the defense, with Cade, with Jalen
Yeah,
Duren,
yeah,
Iggy,
yeah.
it'll be
They're
fine. And they just need that another guy to help out Cade, especially in the playoff time. Because in the playoffs, you're just gonna double Cade or let
yeah,
Cade do his thing and double everybody else. So you just need another guy that can help out a lot.
handle the ball too. Yeah, CJ would be good for that. Yeah, yeah. Just the offset. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. As I always said, like Jalen Brown on Detroit would have been hella good.
That'd be scary actually. That'd be
Hella good. But Boston's confusing me, so I don't know what to do. I'm,
yo. Shout out to Boston. Like, wait till All Star. Like we said, wait till like
yeah,
not
we'll wait till
recent. Like
then.
what you said, All Star. We'll see.
Yeah. See if they trade Anthony Simons type. Then I'll
Oh
know.
my God. Don't do it. I like Simons, but hey, his shooting percentage is not the best.
Yep. Yep. Kind of forces it a little bit, but I feel like Boston needs a guy like that while there's no Tatum and stuff like that. And like Derek White is, and Payne Pritchard, he's sometimes consistent. I feel like he goes sometimes it is inconsistent with him, but that's them. But we'll see. Will there be any trades this week? Any big trades? I'm thinking no. I think just a lot of rumors this week. I think teams are going to go to the deadline to before.
Yeah, yeah. They're gonna. Yeah,
Yeah, it just makes sense.
deadline. Yeah.
But you guys make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. We will talk to you guys again. This has been the DM Pod. This is YS. I'm Mike, and have a good one. Peace.